My channel, my name is Agi in case you're new here, and today I'm going to give you tips on how to recover faster or recover well after your surgery. You might have had a CS, a laparotomy, a laparoscopy, or I don't know, any abdominal surgery that you just had, and you're looking forward to recovering well, because it's actually not a good thing to be on that bed because you can't recover, or going back to the ER because you did something wrong and now your stitches are out, or you've hurt yourself. So I'm just gonna give you two tips because I recently had a laparotomy, and it's been actually 2 weeks since I had the laparotomy, and I'm recovering well. I can't complain. And there are certain tips that I was given in the hospital, and some have just been given by friends, and some I discovered by myself. So I'm not a medic, I'm not a doctor, but I have been a patient, and I've had the surgery, the laparotomy surgery, and therefore I'm just gonna give you tips on what has helped me to recover well. Sometimes you go to these hospitals and they don't even tell you anything. Like if you go to certain hospitals, they just let you go home or just get discharged, and they don't tell you how to take care of yourself. So I'm just gonna be here to give you tips, and maybe you're planning to have a surgery soon and you don't know how or what it will be like after your surgery. You're going to get the info right here. Surgery, you're going to need, the first thing that you're actually going to need to do is drink a lot of water. You know, during your surgery you're going to be put on certain medication, or after your surgery you're going to be on some medications, and you'll need to like cleanse your body. So it's recommended that you take a lot of water. And also the anesthesia, you're going to be having headaches after the surgery, so it's advisable to drink water, and the water will really help. Even if it's just not water, you'll need to be drinking a lot of fluids so that you cleanse your body, and all the medicine that has been put into your body, you're able to take them out. It's just, I think it's just a way of detoxing after the surgery. So the first thing you want to do is to drink a lot of water. So the second thing you're going to struggle with is peeing. I took a lot of time to be able to get to pee. I remember the first time I wanted to go to pee, like I felt like my bladder was so full and I wanted to go to pee, and I passed out. So the nurse had to bring for me the pan to try to pee. I couldn't pee. Like, she left me there for about 15 minutes and I still couldn't go. So she tried to bring for me the potty. I don't know whether it's a potty or what, but you just sit on it. It's just like a toilet in the hospital, and you try to sit on it, and I didn't pee. Like, it was, she left me there again for another 15 minutes. I still couldn't go. So later she told me that the only thing that would help me was to go to the washroom and try to run the tap so that it would help me to pee. And when we did that, it was like magic. Like, I just peed. Like, it was such a relief. So if you're struggling with peeing, I would recommend that you go to the washroom, turn on the tap, and it will help you to pee. And also you want to pee as much as possible so that by the time you leave the hospital, you know that everything is working perfectly. So peeing is really a good thing, and you need to do it as frequently as you can. And remember, you'll be taking a lot of water, so you need to pee. Don't leave the pee for like 2 hours. It will also, I think it can also damage your bladder. So peeing is vital when you have a laparotomy or any abdominal surgery. Struggle a lot with is sleeping. There are certain positions that you're not supposed to sleep on. Like, you're not supposed to sleep on your sides, and you're not supposed to sleep on your tummy. The only position that is recommended is you sleep facing up, because I think if you sleep on your tummy, definitely you're going to interfere with your stitches, and if you sleep on the side, I think you're going to interfere with your internal parts. I'm not sure about this, but I was told I'm supposed to only lie on my back, like facing up. So those are the only sleeping position, that is the only sleeping position that is recommended after you have an abdominal surgery. So I know it's quite tiresome. Like, for me right now, I think I'm having a lot of back pains, and because during the day I sleep on my back, and when I go to sleep on my bed at night, it's still the same position that I'm in, and I'm really having a lot of back pains because of that, but there's nothing much I can do. That is the only position that I can sleep in. And also, if you feel that you're a little bit uncomfortable, it's also advisable that you can take a pillow and put under your legs so that your legs are sort of elevated. It also helps with the healing or the swelling of your abdomen, so that is also recommended. So the only position that you're allowed to sleep in is on your back facing up. Yeah. So when it comes to getting out of bed, you're going to struggle a lot, and I'm here to give you the info. So when you're struggling with getting out of bed, what you will want to do, because you're sleeping facing up, you will roll on your side. Yeah, after you roll on your side, you'll fold your legs and put them down. Yeah, you like you're getting them out of bed, and then after you get them out of bed, you'll use your arms to lift up your upper body. And when you're standing up, you also use your arms to stand up. You don't just get up like that. You just put your arms on the couch, and then you stand up with the support from your hands. So that will help you a lot, because you know, with your wound, when you try to stand up forcefully, you're likely to like make your wound tear, or I don't know. Like, it's just advisable that you get up slowly, and make sure you're doing all this slowly. It takes time, and therefore you need to do everything slowly. Like, you just listen to your body. Don't just rush when doing things. When it comes to showering, yeah, you're also going to need, you'll not be able to shower like you shower every day. So for me, during my first week, I had a sponge bath. Like, you just take a sponge and soap, and you rub on your body, and then you take some very clean water and you rub. Make sure that the wound doesn't get a lot of water, otherwise I think it's going to mess with your wound. So probably after 5 days, when you shower, you can now use the shower, and you just want to let the shower to run through. Don't scrub the wound, so you just let the shower run through, and then probably after, you know, a week, probably 3 days, now you can take a cotton wool and you use it to rub the wound as you're showering. Don't use something that is hard, it will tear up your wound. So that is just about showering. And the first day, why I'm saying you need to sponge bath is because you have a fresh wound, and if you keep putting water, and sometimes you have like a bandage there, so if you put water on that bandage, I think you're going to get infections, and the wound, I think, will not dry as fast as it should. So the first week, I think you should do the sponge bath, and then you shower, and then after a week or probably 3 days, you can now use the shower, but just let the water run. Yeah, and then after probably those days, the rest of the days, as you recover, you can now use a cotton wool to rub the wound. And when you're going for checkups, I would recommend that you can ask the doctor if it's okay to now probably use soap on the wound. I don't really think it's good to use soap on the wound, so what I just do is that I use a cotton wool to rub the wound, and then just rinse it. Yeah, and then after probably shower, I have some antiseptic that I use to clean the wound, and I'm just okay. And my wound has actually, the skin has come back together, and therefore it's not as painful as when I had the surgery. When it comes to feeding, yeah, sometimes you're scared of eating a lot. I think you should eat enough. You're not supposed to eat a lot. Just eat enough, something that is enough for you. And when I had my surgery, I didn't eat, like, I had my surgery at around 5 to 8 that day. I think I didn't have dinner until the following day at around 10 when they gave me tea, and I was opting for light foods. Like, even lunchtime, I just had like rice and soup, but you have to eat enough. Even if it's rice and soup, you have to eat enough, because, you know, even during the surgery, I think you lose a lot of blood. Like, for me, I lost so much blood, and after the surgery, I only had like 6.1 units of blood, and my HB level was 6.1, and I had to go through a blood transfusion. And after the blood transfusion, I had like 8.1, and I went home and I ate, and I ate so much. Like, you need to eat a lot of vegetables and avoid spicy food and oily foods. Yeah, and also carbonated drinks, you're supposed to avoid that. And you eat enough, because you need to replenish your blood, and you need the energy for you to get well. So I would recommend that you eat enough vegetable, fruits, and I was also told meat was good, so it will help you get your energy back. Some people, they're scared of eating because they think it will interfere with your wound. Yeah, but it doesn't, you need to eat. Yeah, for you to recover well. Some people don't eat enough, and that will, you know, interfere with your health. It's not recommended. So you guys make sure that you eat enough, and also you have to eat enough fruits. Yeah, so eat enough. Don't just think that when you eat a lot, you, not a lot, if you eat enough, you'll interfere with your wound. It won't interfere with your wound. You must eat. Yeah. So guys, another mistake that people do is that they just want to stay in bed. It's okay to stay in bed if you're not feeling well or you're feeling dizzy, but it's recommended that you know, you walk, because walking helps to, you know, it helps to prevent the chest infections. So you need to also walk, and it also help to, it also helps to maintain your blood circulation. So walking is also good. You know, some people fear that if they walk, you don't have to walk too much, but it's also like you're exercising when you're walking. Yeah, and it also prevents blood clots. So I think if you're okay and your doctor says that you need to walk, because me, I think most of the time the doctor would ask me, are you able to walk? And I would be like, oh, I don't want to walk because I have a wound. So what made me actually walk, I think this really helped me, was because I was taking a lot of water. I had to visit the washroom so many times, like every hour. So I think during that time I would walk. And also when you're in the hospital and you've been lying in bed for a long time, you tend to get tired of that bed. So it's also good to walk around so that your blood circulates, and also your gut is able to now function normally. Because if you just lie down, I think walking also helps, because after the surgery you're going to have a lot of gas, and when you walk you're able to, you know, it helps you release the gas and you'll be more comfortable, because you're going to be so uncomfortable. You feel like your tummy is just uncomfortable, and even you can even feel like your stomach is swollen. So it's recommended that you walk. Don't just stay in bed the whole day. You can lie down, and after a few hours you get up, you walk, and then you sit. You know, it's also a way of exercising your body, and it also gets you back into action in time. Yeah. So guys, in case you're feeling bloated, constipated after the surgery, I would recommend that you take peppermint tea, because it's going to help you to, you know, really to release the gas, because during the surgery they open you up, and I think you tend to take a lot of gas in. So after the surgery you tend to feel a lot of constipation, you just feel bloated, and when you take peppermint tea you're going to feel so relieved after you take it, because it helps you take out the gas from your tummy. So I would recommend that you buy peppermint tea in case you're scheduled for, in case you're going to have a laparotomy, a laparoscopy, or any abdominal surgery. Before I went for the surgery, I didn't actually know what I was supposed to wear until after the surgery. You know, mine was an emergency, so I didn't even plan for it. Like I didn't think about what I was supposed to wear. And thankfully my husband was quite thoughtful, and he bought for me, you have to wear like loose clothes. Like what I'm wearing now is quite loose, like it's just like a dera, and it's loose, it's comfortable. Even when you're going for panties now, you're going to have to get the comfortable ones that are high-waisted, because you don't want your wound to be rubbed on by the jeans or the trousers or the skirts. So for now, for about 6 to 8 weeks, for about 6 to 8 weeks, you're going to be wearing loose clothes, so it's comfortable. And let me just tell you, if you wear even one day, like I tried wearing something from that I wear on the waist, and I was just so uncomfortable. Even what I'm wearing now, like if it goes to the wound, you just feel some itchiness, like you want to itch. So I would recommend that if in case you're going for the surgery, it's something that you planned, it's better that you get, you know, get some loose clothes for yourself, because after the surgery you're not even able to buy, or you'll end up wearing things that you're not supposed to wear. So what you're recommended to wear is loose clothing. Don't go for those tight clothes, it will interfere with your wound. Probably after 6 to 8 weeks I think it's okay to wear. Yeah, but you just listen to your body. If you feel that it's not okay, even after those 6 to 8 weeks, you can continue with wearing your loose clothes, because we heal differently. Yeah. So guys, there's one thing that I was going through after the surgery that is so irritating. Like I would get these coughs, like every time I tried to lie down flat, I would get like those really irritating coughs. And when I asked my doctor, he told me that it was quite normal to get those coughs, because I think during the surgery they use the pipe down your throat, and therefore I think it kind of interferes with your lungs, and therefore you need to, it gives you the urge to cough. So they gave me a cough syrup. Even now I still get those coughs. And remember, when you have a surgery, yeah, you have a wound, and when you cough, like sometimes they would just come. I think the first time I coughed a lot, and my wound started to bleed. So and then I was told that if you want to cough, if you feel the urge to cough, you hold your tummy, and then you firmly hold, yeah, where the wound is, and then you cough. Or you can take a pillow and hold down your tummy, your abdomen, and then you cough. It really helped me. And then some other way that really helped me was when you're lying down, in case it gets you when you're lying down, you just fold your legs. Yeah, you fold your legs so that your feet are on top, are standing on top of the bed. Like, I don't know if you get me, like you fold them, and then your feet will be like this on top of the bed, and then it will help you to cough. Actually, when I did that, I didn't feel the pressure as much as when I was sitting down. So if it gets you abruptly, that is what you can do. So coughing is normal. If you get them after the surgery, it's normal. Just hold your tummy, take a pillow, hold your tummy, or you can fold your legs like I have just told you. So these coughs, you're gonna get them. It's so irritating. Like, that was the worst nightmare for me, because you have a wound that you don't want to, you don't want that wound to start bleeding, and therefore it's so annoying. Yeah, but if you do that, I think you'll just be okay, because after I learned that, I was just okay. I would just cough, and now after 2 weeks I'm able to cough well. Like, I don't feel the pressure as I was feeling when I just had the surgery. So guys, I'm so glad that you guys are able to watch today, and if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, you're free to give it a thumbs up, and I also would want to hear your comments in case you have any suggestion, any any question that you want to ask me, in case you're going to or you've had any abdominal surgery, like if you had a CS, if you had a laparoscopy, or if you had a laparotomy. You're going to, I just like you guys to ask me anything that you want to ask me, and maybe there's something that I've forgotten that you'd want to give guys a tip, because most of the people who are going to watch this video, they are going to have a laparotomy or any abdominal surgery, or they've had one and they just want to know how to heal faster. So guys, I'm so glad that you're able to watch today, and I don't know, I'm really grateful for the support I'm getting so far, and just don't forget to subscribe, and if you like such videos, please subscribe, and see you in my next video.